starting soon. Is that what I should be looking at?
Yeah, here we are. We're live now. Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Playing with Power podcast with me.
Playing with Power.
I always think of He-Man. I don't know if I'm the only one that does that.
Hi guys, my name is Chris.
No, we got Michaelbthegamegenie, and Stu, Mr. Dude 206. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Not too much. I got a $1 raise at work annually, so it's going to be good for me.
Nice.
I'm just.
It's like 2 boxes of Kraft dinner.
Yeah.
You're providing for your family.
I don't need government assistance.
Sure.
All right.
But if it's free.
Yeah, well, I am not one to turn. You don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You don't do it. You don't.
Your
do
taxes.
It.
That's what your taxes are for. They're there to protect everybody. Well, no, wait a minute. You're in the States. That's Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm up a creek. Who am I kidding? But the good news is we got we are talking about some stanky cool stuff tonight. Thanks to Mike Gardner and Dom are cool stuff, which basically you guys piloted tonight's episode, and you came up with, I'd say, 90-some-odd% of the topics for us tonight. So thanks for that.
Let's be honest. The original title of the episode was going to be Things Dom Wants Us to Talk About.
That's true. But then we saw Gardner stuff, so we had to use those too. So
actually, Stu came up with the brilliant idea to say, guys, talk about some cool stuff, because Dom are cool stuff.
And
I'm okay with either.
I was just going to talk about MTG trading cards.
Yeah.
Dom's second page.
Yeah.
I was his first subscriber. I've never ever seen a Magic card in my life. I have no idea what it is.
Really?
Well, you should get in on that, because my wife actually plays Magic. She's not bad.
No, well, I have very strong feelings about Magic cards.
Let's see. Oh man, you should learn some real Magic though, Dom. I demand real Magic tricks on Dom. I'm talking about Dom.
I was kind of hoping it was real Magic.
I really hope he starts he's going to become an illusionist. You can see the picture. I'll send you guys the picture I used to make the thumbnail this week. He looks like he's ready to perform. I mean, he's ready.
I thought Stu just got up and said, "Man, I can't be around people who don't like Magic cards."
Prove this stuff.
Hey,
I saw some Magic cards today at the thrifts. It was like a giant stack for like $5.
Yeah.
I thought of you, Dom. I was gonna buy them and throw them like Gambit.
I decided I'm going to just start buying amiibos and burning them, just because I can. I went to my Walmart 2 days ago, and there was probably about, 30, 40 Mega Men there. And I live in a small country town. No one cares about that stupid stuff. So we're more into chewing tobacco and our cousins.
Moon pies.
Yeah. Is that? Do you guys have moon pies elsewhere, or am I the only one that has those?
No, it's only Carolinas that have moon pies.
Oh, see, you guys.
What's a moon pie?
All right, Mike, just bear with me.
I've had it. I'm kidding, but you guys probably have a special brand down there.
We got the moon pie brand. We've got let's see. Oh, hey, Will Ganondorf 56. Hey, man. Anyway, we have it's like a kind of like a cookie cake thing. So you take a layer of cookie, you put marshmallow on that, and then another layer of cookie, and then a marshmallow on that, and then a layer of cookie, and then you smother that in chocolate.
Now, can you say that dirtier?
That doesn't sound like something for me.
Well,
you take a layer of cookies.
Marshmallow.
I don't dig this. I don't dig the sweet stuff. That's not for me.
You take the bacon and you put the steak on the bacon, and then you wrap it in a baby cow fetus. Yeah.
Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? Taco Bell is actually going to start delivering in the States.
Are you kidding me? I'm never going to leave home.
I'm serious. Taco Bell are currently testing out home delivery.
Yeah, and all the potheads out there are just like happy. It's just,
but I can walk like 5 minutes, so I guess delivery won't be an issue. Well, I don't have to walk ever again.
now the delivery guy can do it for you.
Yeah. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, because so you're set now. You're set. All right, let's do it the right way. Let's start with some real topics here. Let's deal with some real stuff. The elephant in the room. Well, it's not really an elephant in the room because Mike, this is one of the reasons I love you. You didn't even know who this guy was, and I love that. I love that about you. Because who cares? The only channel you watch is Stu's channel, so that's all that matters anyway.
That's not true.
Okay, you watch your own stuff too.
That is actually mostly what I watch.
You know, I watch a lot of my own videos too, but that's because I'm like so critical of myself. Like I go through and I pick it apart and I go like. Oh,
exactly. It's not that I'm actually watching. My wife gets mad at me. She makes a Kim Kardashian joke all the time. There's an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where Kim is like taking selfies or something, and her mom yells at her, "Kim, stop taking selfies of yourself. Your sister's going to jail." My wife will always come out and say that to me when she's watching me watch one of my videos. But like Chris, you know how anal I am about it. Like I'm picking apart everything. I'm like, I don't like the aperture here. I don't like my phone. I'm like trying to figure it out. Oh, I don't think I was focused enough in this shot. Oh, I don't like the sound quality, and I just pick it apart over and over again and try to analyze what's wrong with it.
I do too. I do the same thing. So I'm not gonna fault you.
That's just to better yourself. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know.
Not at all. Nothing at all.
Not at all.
Let's do the real topic. Angry Joe recently, last week I guess it was sometime, he released a video saying that that he was no longer doing any videos related to Nintendo. Those who don't know who Angry Joe is, I don't know how you do that. You must be like Mike, that you're your own man, and I respect that. But he's one of the bigger YouTubes. He's one of the bigger YouTubers. He does angry reviews. He does all this stuff. And,
he yells a lot. He has a leather jacket.
Yeah, he wears a leather jacket, and he's got kind of the G.I. Joe theme going on.
He looks like Wario.
Yeah.
Well, if he likes G.I. Joe, that makes me happy. I mean,
yeah. He does look like Wario.
He looks like Wario.
So yeah.
Wario and Wolverine with a tan, right?
Yeah. That's a good description.
Pictures will be in the fan page
below. Yeah. He not long ago he got slammed with a couple copyright claims from Nintendo. This was before the Nintendo partnership program that they rolled out. And then last week, I guess sometime, he did a Mario Party 10 gameplay thing with people, and he got slammed with another copyright claim. He released a video saying that he would no longer do any videos for Nintendo products, and some of the things he cited, now this is one thing, some of the stuff I want to talk about, he was upset because they were going to cut in on his ad revenue. And he said, well, it's not enough for them for me to buy $600 worth of equipment of their stuff, their games, their controllers, their whatever. It's not enough for the free advertisement from me, the free promotion that they get from me. They want a slice of my tiny pie as well. So
they don't want my tiny pie.
So what do you think? We hear that argument a lot. The it's free promotion argument a lot from guys that do videos that get slammed with copyright claims like this. What do you think?
I got a really interesting take on this that's off to the side. I don't really think they give a shit about the advertising that Joe's doing for them. I don't think that they really care about the money that he would make from his videos. Some people forget sometimes that this company called Nintendo have their own YouTube channel, and maybe they want to take their exclusive games and have their YouTube channel be the exclusive place where you can see the games being played or see footage of the game. So really, by Joe doing that, that's diverting traffic away from their YouTube channel, realistically, because they can go somewhere else and watch it. Right. That's my concept on it. I know other people are going to have different opinions.
So would you say it's kind of like, back when Nintendo was producing games, they wanted to be licensed, so they had to screen them. So with YouTubers, they wanted to screen the kind of content that Nintendo needs.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's not far. Well, see, and another issue is I've heard it explained on this. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, Nintendo's still a Japanese company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, at least this is based on what I've heard, read, and people have said, is that their royalties and copyright law is very different than ours in the States, at least the States, in that when, for instance, if we produced an album, everybody in the building gets a cut of the royalties that come back. I mean, even the janitor gets a tiny slice of the tiny pie.
Tiny pie.
When it comes back. So the way we do it with our fair use rules or whatever that we have the right to use, don't really apply with them because it gets kind of, I don't know, when you're dealing with international companies, I feel like some of that stuff gets a little hairy and a little bit, there's some muddy waters that you got to wade through. So I mean, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
I can see that. It's just, I just don't understand Nintendo's creator program. Like, when they released it, I was in very big defense of it. I was like saying, I don't understand why everybody's getting so upset. I mean, right now, if you have Nintendo stuff, you're getting nothing. They're giving you an opportunity to get something. But that's before I really understood how it worked, because it's not, hey guys, if you get slapped with a Nintendo copyright claim, you can get back 40% or 60%, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's actually only on stuff that we're telling you that you can do. So it's not all Nintendo products. That's what I don't get. Like, if you're part of the Nintendo Creator Program, that's not 100% guaranteed that you're going to get away without a copyright strike. That's what I don't understand. It makes no sense to me.
What would a main cause be for Nintendo to even do something like the whole content creator deal? Why don't they just, say, screw it, enjoy your creativity, enjoy our products, thank you for purchasing them, whatever. You know what I mean? What made Nintendo want to do that in the first place? Besides wanting money, because ultimately somebody's going to have to make something, and they're even spending money to promote this program. So
the problem is there's varying forms of use of their product. Like, they can't isolate just Let's Players. You know what I mean? I guess the way that YouTube works is anytime their product comes up, whether it's a music clip, a game clip, or something, it gets hit by the same system. So they can't just isolate Let's Players, because there's people out there that just play the game. There's no commentary, anything. And realistically, that's 100% Nintendo's product. They developed everything. You're just the one playing it. Now, if like Angry Joe does or whoever's doing it does a review, and it's just like some of the gameplay and stuff, I don't know if that's really Nintendo's product at that point. That's the point where I think that it's promotion. But if you're just doing a gameplay, it's not really promotion. You're basically just showcasing their product that you have no right to.
Yeah, it is Nintendo's approach dickish? Sure. Do they have the right to do it that way? Absolutely.
Yep. 100%.
At the end of the day, so I mean that's it. And I think we talked about before we started that my theory on the Angry Joe thing is, and I think we all kind of agreed that he's been hit with copyright claims by Nintendo before. Yeah. Sometimes.
Copyright.
Sometimes. Sorry, but
it's true. It's true. It's true. He's known for going against the grain and then bitching about it. Like, oh, Nintendo, they got me for this video, and I only knew a couple months before this, and all my,
I mean, think about it. We're talking about it right now. Everybody. I mean, some of the bigger, I guess if you want to call them video game journalist sites, if you want to use that term very loosely. A lot of those have covered what happened with him because it has blown up. It has become a really big deal. Apparently, everybody's talking about it and stuff. So, I mean, it's done kind of what, in my theory, he wanted it to do. Look, everybody might call me a dick for saying this, but I think he did it on purpose so he can get some attention. It's not about the monetization of the money. I think now the eyes are on him. I mean,
riding the wave.
Yeah.
Did any like Kotaku or any other like internet do a freaking spread on that?
On him?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple did. I can't remember all of them. I feel like I think Kotaku did it, and I think a couple others did. Yeah, but
I have no idea what Kotaku is. I've heard people talk about it. I've never been there once.
Do you have a TV on your island, Mike?
It's not about me not being in the know. It's about me. You know, I have a very small circle of what I actually care about.
True that.
And that's a good thing, I think. Well, then you're not consumed with stupidity like this, I think. But, yeah, so, I mean, you know, Nintendo's doing what they're doing to them, and everyone's ups. And it is so funny how polarized everybody has gotten. Everybody is, well, Nintendo sucks and whatever else, but I'm going to still buy every amiibo I see. But I hate Nintendo, but I want all their stuff. Or you got people on the other side that are, you know, Angry Joe, you're a whining bee.
Well,
it's a little column A, column B.
I don't really have an opinion on this. A long time ago I did, like when this creator program came out, and I was a little bit in defense, but realistically there's two sides to this. There's people that rely on the revenue, and you had a lot of people that rely on the revenue that really pushed it hard to say this is a horrible thing because this was going to affect their bottom line. So then you had the people under them that followed them all jumped on the same bandwagon and said, oh, Nintendo's terrible for doing this. Then you had the Nintendo supporters that were, you know, saying, well, it's not all that bad, guys, calm down. Realistically, I mean, this is so many shades of gray, it's not even funny. There is no right and wrong answer. It's just, you know, what do you feel like? I mean, Nintendo's not the first company to do this. Does everybody remember when Sega were... And again, here's the point where I'm going to get very mad, because did he say he had a copyright strike or a claim?
He says strike. I don't know. I mean,
and that's what pisses me off, because they don't give you copyright strikes. They give you copyright claims, and we all know what that is. There's nothing wrong with your video. You can still show your video. If the important thing to you was getting your video up so people can watch it, you can put it up. The only thing you can't do is monetize it. But then whenever that happens, and we've seen other people do it, Johnny Millennium did it too. He said, I got a copyright strike on this video, which was a claim because he used, you know, product that was claimed. And then he said, you know, watch my video again. I'm going to re-upload it and watch it again. And it's not because there was a threat that the video was going to be taken down. It's because it was claimed and he couldn't make money on it.
Yeah.
Now, the only way you can get a strike is if you dispute the claim, and then it comes back. So if you dispute the claim, I think you can get a strike then.
Interesting. I've got, like, okay, like a good example is my, well, the DuckTales playthrough I just did. The Symphony of the Night that I'm playing through right now, which, by the way, you guys are right. That game is gold. It's so good.
I like the intro you did on that, by the way.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Nice.
Thanks. That's a hidden gem, by the way.
Yeah.
No one knows about it.
Hardly anybody heard about that.
Yeah. That's gonna be in my new hidden gem video next week. Hidden Gems 2016.
Yeah, I was a little weird about it not being linear at first, and I'm still getting used to that because I'm so used to Castlevania. You go and you do and you get boss, you're done. But this is a little different, and it's there's a little bit of learning curve when you're so used to Castlevania a certain way. But it's been really cool. Anyway, but those are all, every one of them. As soon as it's uploaded, boom, I get a claim. I'm leaving them up. I don't care. I mean, I'm not.
Who's claiming you?
It's for the music. So whatever music company is holding the rights on Konami on that stuff. Actually, Konami actually hit me with one too on the first video because I showed that opening cutscene where they roll through the story, the backstory.
Yeah.
That bit got visual content claim because it's the same thing every time. So things like cutscenes and stuff are always going to get you a visual claim. But yeah, so it's the music. Even though I tried to turn it down as low as I could to hopefully maybe beat the system, but nah, no dice. I did not beat the man in his own game. So anyway, but that's the thing. I'm not going to take it down. I have no content strikes. I'm fine. I'm in good standings. Everything's fine. I'm just not going to make any money off it. I probably wouldn't make money off of it anyway, so it wouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you break it down.
Rich! YouTube is rich!
I made an extra $1 a year as of today. So you know what?
I've got 172 videos uploaded since I started. About 60 of those have been claimed, but yet I'm in perfect standing. If you get a claim, it does not mean anything except for you cannot make money on that video.
Yeah.
So if anybody tells you different, they're lying to you, and they're just looking to get you to rewatch their video because they want to make the ad revenue from it. And some people do a lot of really hard work and put a lot of time into their videos. So you know what? I feel bad when someone says, "Geez, this got claimed. I put like 50 hours into it." I feel bad about that. When someone throws up a video that probably took about 18 minutes, I don't feel bad.
Yeah. And the hard thing is, you feel like you work that hard on you work that hard that long. That you work 50 hours editing a video. Like if you do a top 10 list, a review, those take a long time to edit. So you edit all that stuff together, and then you expect to make $1 or $2 off of it, and you don't. You really feel like you wasted your time. And sometimes we end up wasting our time in other ways. Like, for instance, Mike, you wasted your time this week by watching the Nintendo Direct, didn't you?
Oh, yes, I did.
So let's talk about Nintendo Direct. I know nothing about it.
Did you watch the whole thing, Mike?
I did.
You watch the whole...
I watched it live.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched a single one, so
It's like 3/4 of Amiibo.
This was definitely for people that say Nintendo are behind the times. This is definitely Nintendo being ahead of the times, because there was absolutely nothing new shown in this Nintendo Direct. The entire Nintendo Direct was regarding DLC for games that they had out, patches, new Amiibo coming out, new furry Amiibo to be released with some of the new games they've already announced. And they closed the Nintendo Direct. Not with Star Fox, not with Metroid, not a new game, not a New Hope. They didn't even talk about the postponed Legend of Zelda that now is not even going to come out on the Wii U. It's going to be for the NX or whatever the hell that is. No, you know what they closed the show with? DLC. DLC for Super Mario Kart.
Mario.
Super Mario Kart.
Well, that's when they announced the Fatal Frame, the Shin Megami. They announced a few new games, but it was a majority of filler stuff, you know what I mean? But it was, I don't know, April 1st? Can we believe all that? Is all that genuine from Nintendo?
I didn't even think about it being April 1st, but the only thing I'm remotely excited about that I've heard come out on Nintendo camp is the Fatal Frame thing. And I know I said it. I said that I would buy a Wii U if Fatal Frame came out. But if that's the only game I want, it seems stupid to me.
No, there's some other good games on the Wii U.
You're a liar, Chris. But we understand.
I don't know why this started. I wanted to do this, but I want to.
God.
But yeah, I like the Nintendo Land game too. I know it's like just a bunch of mini games, but it is a lot of fun. I mean, me and my wife played the one. My buddy Will Ganondorf 56, he let us borrow, well, sort of let us borrow his Wii U for a little while with that game. The Luigi's Mansion game or whatever, where you walk around with the flashlights and you're the ghost and no one can see you except for they got the special magic controller. That's fun. That's a lot of fun.
I haven't got to play that yet.
It's fun.
It's like the demo.
Yeah, it's their like pack-in. Well, not really a pack-in game, but the same idea, I guess. It's cool. It's a fun game. A lot of fun.
I want to go off topic here for a second because everybody's been saying Nintendo's dead, Nintendo's dying, and all this stuff. Realistically, I'm just going to post this to you now. Do you think that the reason Nintendo's dying is because they're behind the times, or is it that they've just lost their third-party support and they don't have any anymore? Realistically.
I think more than anything, personally, I think more than anything, it probably is the third-party support. Because, I mean, it's almost like other companies are avoiding Nintendo. You know?
Because maybe they think that Nintendo is like a stick up their ass and they need to just... They're Nintendo quality. They want it to be Nintendo approved. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? So...
Nintendo's extremely hard to work with. Everything they do, they make it so that whatever developers actually develop for them have to buy like certain things off them to even make the games. It's a nightmare apparently, and they've always worked like this.
Nintendo's going mobile too, right? Who are they pairing up with? Fucking Apple. I bet you it's Apple.
No, it's not Apple.
Antichrist.
Yeah.
No, it's not Apple. I don't know the name of the company.
Sega.
No, it's not Sega.
But it was interesting. It's interesting that they chose to jump into the mobile market because that's where, I mean, I guess that's kind of the direction they might feel the market might be heading. And in a lot of ways, it is in its own way. I mean, I posted you guys a screenshot of me busy at work. I was playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on my phone.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna get that kind of support. I think it's just gonna be they're gonna make like CDI type games for mobile devices. I don't think they're gonna.
Well, those games are shit. I can't play mobile phone games. Stupid Flash games. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them.
Go towards the light.
Head towards the light. But fuck, Nintendo has enough mobile gaming with the 3DS, the 2DS, the 2DS Lite, the XL, the fucking 2DS XL, and all that shit. They don't need another mobile device.
Microtransactions, man. A little penny here, little penny there.
There's microtransactions, and there's also a reality that, especially with kids nowadays, I'll tell you right now, I bought my niece and nephew a Wii U. They never turn it on. They're constantly on their iPads. They're constantly on like their mom's phone. Like the kids that are coming up today are not console people. They're iPad people. So I mean, I think Nintendo's just hedge betting that, you know what, we're bringing out this new console next year, but maybe we're not in the console market anymore. Maybe we can't keep up with the competitors. Maybe we need to go in a different direction and try to get on the ground floor of all these new kids coming up and what they're into.
Yeah, because we're old.
Well, my kids are the same way. Mine are 4 and 3 and 1, and they'd rather play video games on the phone. I mean, I even found like there's a couple of mobile phone games that are on that you can download on the PlayStation Network, right? And it's actually kind of fun to play. Like, I don't know if you guys you ever played Jetpack Joyride? You familiar?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, you can get it on the PlayStation Network. You can play it on your PlayStation 3. Don't turn your TV up loud because it'll rupture your eardrums. For whatever reason, that game is so freaking loud. But the kids will play it for a little while on the TV, and they're like, whatever. But if I give them my phone or whatever, and it's on the phone, they'll play for hours and hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, I have like cousins and nieces and all that. They're like iPads and games on them. It's just like freaking fly paper.
Yeah, what it's going to be like, honestly, we're in 2015, and it's like in Back to the Future 2, where you hand the kid the controller and you say, play this, and he's like, oh, man, you can't touch the screen? I'm out of here.
Which really makes me really curious. How come the Wii U isn't exploding then? Because it is a console that uses pretty much a gamepad like that. I mean, is it not enough?
Yeah, it's a freaking brick.
Yeah.
Well, it can't stay charged.
What they got to do is figure out a way. Nintendo can do it. You guys can do it. With all the money you're making off Angry Joe's videos, you're going to have enough to figure this out. But you can throw money at it and figure out a way to get my tablet, my iPad, whatever, to work as a controller with your console. They could do that. They can do it.
They can.
And I've just saved Nintendo. You're welcome, Mike. You'll dream about that breathing.
Ringtone. Chris's breathing will be on iTunes as a ringtone for those that want to download it.
Wow. Becca's a lucky woman.
All right. So, what do you guys think about Metal Jesus and his Grand Road Tour?
Metal Jesus?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'll sum it up this way. I need $35,000 to buy a video game house.
Nice. Maybe 250,000 for a nice house, you know.
No. I just need 35,000 right now. So like that'd be enough. So that'd get me my video game house.
All right, we're good. We'll send it right your way.
No,
Right, Chris?
I don't know what he's I didn't read into it, so I can't really say anything. So I don't know what he's proposing here, but we're at that point where people are just like, "Hey, I had a zany idea. Like, if I film this, will you guys pay for me to go do something?" And I really like Metal Jesus. I look forward to every Friday to watching his videos and stuff. But I only heard about it today when you guys mentioned it for the podcast. It doesn't make sense to me. What is he trying to accomplish? Is he making a movie? What's he doing?
He wants to raise $50,000 so he can go on a road trip and visit all of his viewers, or fans. He likes to call them fans because they're not people.
I hate that term.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And thrift where they thrift and shop where they shop. But he has an itemized list on his site, but it didn't say where the funds come from or where he's or how he's purchasing it. But he has it itemized to gas and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? But
which I respect because, you know, standard...
that's the plus side of it, you know? But freaking A, I don't know, do it. Just do it. I don't know. It's too many Kickstarters and Patreons that people need fundage, but I don't know. How else would you get it these days? Door to door?
Yeah, Ralph Pouton says it's a scam. And it may... Look, you know, I'm not saying one way or the other. I will say that when a guy is okay with... I mean, he's the first person I've seen that goes on to like a Kickstarter. Well, people that I know.
He only did that because the first time he did it, it wasn't soon enough. He only got like $7,000 in like a day or 2 days or whatever. So then he extended it to like 30 days to get more of a chance. And another thing was that I was talking in another group, like, for all the money that was donated to him because he didn't make that goal, is he going to give it back?
I think that's the way Kickstarter works. You have to give it back.
If it's Kickstarter, they actually like hold it kind of like in almost like escrow, I guess. And they hold on to it for you. If you don't get it, if you don't get enough, boom, it goes. They just automatically give it right back. So
yeah, a lot of this came up. People were like, remember when they did that commercial? Like it was the Game Chasers, Pat the NES Punk, and the Angry Video Game Nerd did the commercial for Cheetah Man 2, the game, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is a scam. They're all scammers and stuff like that." I was fascinated by. Oh, you don't remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. The old guy with the Peter Pan hat.
Yeah. Well, anyways, all it was it's a pre-order. It's a pre-order where if they don't meet their goal, you get your money back. I don't see why everybody had such a huge problem with it. You pre-order a repro game. I mean, it's just the way they did it, I guess. And the problem, too, was that I think the Angry Video Game Nerd was attached, and there's so many people on the internet soured by him doing the Kickstarter for his movie that they couldn't believe that here he was back fundraising again.
Yeah. And it's not that I don't necessarily think it's a scam because I mean how can it be a scam if it's something like Kickstarter where they don't you get the money back. I mean, and if you are one of those people that want to fund something like this and you feel like it's worth your while to donate your money, you know what? It's your money. But you know what you want.
How did he do it? Did he do it through Kickstarter?
I'm not sure.
It's like GOG. What the hell's GOG? GOG? You guys hear about that?
Good Old Games.
Is it like GoFundMe or something like that?
Some crap. Some fundage thing like that.
Some crap. Some crap.
How many of those things are there? There's like Indiegogo, Kickstarter, GoFundMe.
Didn't I say that shit? I said you can have a Patreon for a Patreon. You can make money that way.
You could.
I knew it.
Every time I set up my Patreon account, a new Patreon account, you donate $1 to my Patreon account. And it's just going to feed itself, man.
Unlimited money. It's like the human centipede.
Yeah, it's the Patreon centipede.
Yes.
I do get it to some extent. Like, we're back on Patreon. I think this is always going to be a topic on this one. Like, there's people out there that are really trying to do this, and some of those people have talent. And honestly, ad revenue from YouTube sucks. It really sucks. Like, you have to be, at that silver or whatever it is play button level before you even get anything reasonable, and even then that's not enough to live on. So I mean, I think there's a misconception out there that people think that, oh, he's got like 100,000 subscribers, he's making bank. You're not. you're probably making like $350 a month, and I know I'm breaking the YouTube curse. You're not allowed to talk about ad revenue, but it's seriously, it's dirt money. Like some people might be saying, "Whoa, $350 a month, dirt money. You must be some jerk." But realistically, you can't live on that. That's not rent.
No.
That's not anything.
That's not grocery. That's only worthwhile if it's supplemental. You know what I'm saying? To your full-time job.
So or you move to Thailand or something.
Yeah, and 100,000 subscribers, cranking out videos, enough videos. Let me tell you, you got to crank out a lot of videos to make $350 a month. How are you going to have time for a full-time job? Which is why people move to Patreon. I'm not condoning Patreon. I'm not condemning Patreon. I'm just saying that's money. That's the bottom line.
The problem with it is, realistically, if you are trying to do YouTube, how do you make supplementary income if YouTube is your main revenue source? Like if you go out and you do product placements, that disables your ad revenue in the first place. So you either got a choice of doing product placement or ad revenue. You can't do both. So if you don't ask people to support you with like a tip jar, how else are you going to make any money from it if this is your only source of income?
Yeah, and Google knows this, and that's why they implemented the tip jar. They know that, and they want you to do that so that they can get a cut of that. You know what I'm saying? That Google, you are shrewd.
Well, someone's getting a cut of something. Everybody's getting a cut.
The tiny pie.
That tiny pie.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Metal Jesus.
Yeah.
So you're funding him to do this. What does everybody get in return for funding him? Because there has to be that part. There has to be.
They get like T-shirts. They get a phone call while he's on the road. They get commemorative coins. They get to choose where he gets to drive. They get to vote. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can talk. You can hit him up on his phone and ask him what kind of shirt he's wearing. If you'd like.
I really just want to like burn this image of Mike in my mind for a moment. It's this complete confusion. Like
he confused.
I love it.
Like you get a bunch of fucking knickknacks and coins and fucking shit.
Well, I really like Metal Jesus, and I wish this would have worked for him and stuff. It's just that's not something I'd be interested in supporting. Yeah. Like I'd like to see him get. I
don't hate the guy. I don't hate the guy, but it's just that. I don't hate the guy. His idea, cool. If you can do it, fine, whatever. But I would rather give him my support than my money, because I need my money. Period.
So how much did he raise after, anyways? Because people said it was like a flop.
It's like 5 or 7 last time I checked this afternoon.
Hey, that's not shabby.
Not bad for a couple days. It's that easy.
Yeah. Mike, you ready to start the road tour? Indiegogo account?
Yeah, I'm not going on a road tour, and I really don't want anybody calling me on my phone.
Come on.
We'll just get you a fake phone. I'll answer it. And I'll just breathe into it.
I would be I would honestly be so uncomfortable doing something like that. Like if I ran some kind of campaign like that, I'm on the road, and anyways, I had to call somebody. I'm like, hey, thanks for supporting me. So you like games? Like, what else do you say?
Because you're going to get
what part of the world are you in?
You're going to get a weirdo. So are you cut or uncut?
I would be completely uncomfortable. I wouldn't. And like, here's the thing. Like, imagine you did support him, and then you were like, please don't call me. I don't really know you. I don't really want to talk to you. Here's like $50. Go on your trip. Then he calls you, and he's like, hey, thanks for the support. Who is this? What's going on here? I don't want to talk to you.
I'm the guy outside your door.
I'm on a video game road trip. I came to your house. I'm calling the cops. Get away from me.
And let me tell you, around here, he might end up in a grave where I'm at. Yeah, that's.
I don't know. Like, he's got.
Why would you do that, Chris?
I didn't say I would. I just said in my town.
Why would you do?
He's got hundreds of thousands.
I would never hurt you.
He's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers or fans, whatever he wants to call them, or whatever they are. I'm sure there's people out there that would love to see this, and I'm just happy seeing him do a video every Friday. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know where $50,000 comes from. And I'm really not trying to be judgmental, but you look at the Game Chasers. I mean, they were able to do their tours and other things like that a lot cheaper, and they were really good. I mean, it just, I guess it's not resonating with people why he needs all this money to do it. And here's the other thing too that people forget. Like, this is supposed to be YouTube. This is supposed to be you doing things to put on YouTube, not we'll pay you to do things on YouTube. So I don't. That was probably a jerk comment by me. I'm sorry. I should not said that.
It's all right. I understand. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Move the tiny pie to the right.
Yeah.
End of the story. I think we can all agree with this. No one wishes him any ill will. It's just I don't really understand the concept, and I hope it works for him, but it's not something I'm into.
Yeah. But if it does fail, it fails. And there have been things that fail in the past, and there are a lot of things that do fail. For instance,
and if he succeeds, it'd be a good watch, I guess. You know what I mean?
It would be a good watch.
Absolutely. I'd be one of the first people to watch it to see what it was like. He's a funny guy, very interesting, very knowledgeable.
And the concept, I mean, seems remotely interesting. I think I wanted to watch videos of the phone calls, honestly.
Who is this? It's Metal Jesus.
What?
How'd you get my work number?
I can't talk right now. I'm magicianing.
I'm at the exit. Shut up. I can't drive.
Honestly, if he called and he was like, "Hi, it's Metal Jesus," he's like, "Okay, I paid $50. You're gonna have to talk dirty while I beat off."
Hold on, I'm in the bathroom.
I don't know the code to Contra. Fuck. I told you yesterday. Up, up, down, down. What the fuck?
But if it fails, it fails.
I'm using that. That's going to be my new YouTube video series I do. I'm just going to put my number up on my Facebook page, and then I'm just going to film myself taking really weird calls. Like, why would you call me?
What you should do, I've been thinking, I'm not kidding, I've been thinking about doing this like the last month or so, and this is probably the stupidest thing ever. I'm going to just hide behind the microphone tonight. So here's the idea I had. You can get a Google phone number, right?
Yeah.
So I was going to get a Google phone number and link it to a prepaid phone, like just a junk prepaid phone, and just have people call me and leave me voicemails and like put the crazy voicemails, if they are any, if there are any, on like videos and stuff.
Arcade Impossible actually did that. They had an old-fashioned like rotary phone, payphone in their basement, and they actually gave the number out to everybody and then recorded some of the calls. That's a shame, actually. When was the last time I seen an Arcade Impossible video? They were amazing. I just don't get that.
I keep on trying to watch them too, but it's not like they're doing much these days.
No.
Well, neither's NES Complex either.
That's true.
Yeah, but
you know who else isn't doing a whole
you
lot?
don't.
You know who else isn't doing a whole lot?
Who?
OnLive is not doing a whole lot.
True that.
And that's because they sucked. It fell apart.
The online streaming service. How much was it?
I can't remember how much, because I mean, you could stream games you could do it individually by game, and you basically, it was like a rental. It was kind of like streaming GameFly in a way, but rented by game. I think I can't remember everything about it, but they had that micro console. Now I thought the console was really neat. The idea was really cool, but
maybe it came out too early though. But if it lasted, for people that don't know, OnLive was a service that had I guess micro console and a controller that was there a micro console to it?
Yeah, there was a controller
that allowed you to access the network, which streamed video games, whether they be indie. I'm not sure if there was any first party on there, but recently they shut down. They're done.
Yeah, Sony bought them out, right? If I'm not mistaken, Sony bought them out. And you could not just stream to the console. You could do the console. You could do it to your computer, if I'm not mistaken, tablet, your Mac. It didn't matter what. There was a bug right behind me. Did y'all see that shit?
No, it's a ghost. It's a ghost.
The ghost from Mike's house has moved into my house.
The ghost of the tiny pie.
Yeah, but you could stream to everything. But the one thing I thought was really cool about it is that you could pick. You could let's say I started playing on my PC, I could stop and pick up and play on my console for a while. If I stopped, I could pick up and play on the Mac. Like you could, it would, the saved states, the saved games or whatever would work across the board, which was a pretty cool idea. I mean, there were some cool ideas with it, and so you could play really nice next-gen titles on crappy hardware, basically. I mean, I was playing, things I was checking out, like demo-wise, because I had an account with them, on a really junky, an old piece of junk computer. I was playing stuff like, Assassin's Creed or whatever on that thing, which took a lot more hardware than I had available to me. Which so the idea was cool, I guess, but I guess it was either too early or I don't know what the
What else is another example of something that came out too? Well, it's like I guess maybe the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Well, just a system that came out too early for its time.
Yeah.
Or it got overshined by something else.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that a good example?
Honestly, it's not a good example because there's already all kinds of crap that's out there for doing the exact same thing. I mean, didn't Google Fire just release like their own like thing that could also play games, like a Netflix box and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think so. And but see, I guess the thing was that has really just kind of grown into popularity the last 3 years or so.
Yeah,
well, this was like 6 years ago.
But everybody wants a Steam box, which is basically the same thing, but maybe it's what the system carries or it's allowed that people want or are more used to, because everybody knows Steam, but not a lot of people know about the OnLive.
Yeah, and I don't know that there was really any good marketing, too. I don't really recall any commercials or anything like that.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, see,
really?
That's the thing. I mean, like GameStreet did an unboxing of the micro console, and I thought, hey, that's cool. I wouldn't mind picking one up. Now, good lord, I mean, it'll probably be a nightmare trying to find one. But of course, it's a worthless piece of junk.
Yeah.
Because
saw one last week, freaking thrift store, but it was shit. Like I wouldn't want that anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, what can you do with it if the service is shut down? I mean, you can't. It's useless. It's a brick, isn't it?
You can break car windows. Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know. I don't know if there's still access to the server, because there's some of those things where you basically purchased the game, which is, this is one of those things we've talked about before in the past. Is the all digital? I mean, this really calls into question the idea of an all digital world.
It's beyond all digital. Stu has a PS4. He'll tell you a lot of the games on the Xbox One and the PS4, even though you buy a physical copy, don't work unless the server's up. Destiny, for example, does not work even though you have a physical copy unless the server's up.
Yeah, but see, even with OnLive, they had games that would play. They were single player games. They were things that under normal circumstances, the standard release were, physical medium. Like Assassin's Creed, you could go buy Xbox 360 version of it, and you could play it anytime you want. I could still pick it in and throw it in the Xbox 360 now and play it if I want to. The thing about OnLive was everything was on their server. Everything about it. The multiplayer, the single player, the everything player.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too. Destiny single player is unplayable without the server.
I didn't even know Destiny had a single player campaign. So.
Well, hey, Mike, did you know that if you choose to not be online or have your PS4 just cut off from online, can you still play the campaign?
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
That's
I posted it on my Facebook earlier this year. I came home from work one day. I got a half day, and I was like, awesome, I can go home and play Destiny. The servers were down. I don't ever play online with anybody. I could not play the game. There is no game without the server, even though you own a physical copy of it that you paid $69.99 for.
$69.
Tiny pie.
So is there argument for doing it that way, or having the one? I imagine it's control, so you keep away people from pirating copies, obviously, and the other is maybe they use the argument that they can always keep updating it and growing the game or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, is that an argument they use? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like when you stop playing a game for a few months and you decide you have enough time to play the game, you turn it on, you gotta do a stupid 2-hour update. I hate the news. The new stuff is stupid. Sorry, that was just a rant right there. I hate new gen because you gotta update shit.
Mike is shrouded in darkness.
I am the Alpha and the Omega.
Did your lights go out?
He turned them out.
No, I was playing with the plug.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, I don't know. That's ridiculous though. I didn't realize that about. I didn't even know Destiny had a single player campaign because I never hear anybody talk about it. So.
Yeah, well, everybody was mad at the ending, but I actually loved Destiny. I thought it was an amazing game. I love the single player campaign, but to each their own. Some people said, "Well, it's not finished."
That was kind of a good thing for me.
Well, Chris, you are bootylicious.
I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly.
No.
That's what's going to happen on the phone call with Metal Jesus whenever he calls me. I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly.
Well, Ralph asked a question inside the chat. He said, "What's the deal with Destiny?" Basically, Ralph, you cannot play Destiny unless you're online. Period. Even if you own the game, physical or digital, you can't play it unless you're online. So if you can't afford the internet, you're gonna have to get your online console and break some windows to pay your bills.
Yeah, I think there's actually I'm not gonna go out in the hallway and get it, but I think there's actually wording directly on the game box. This game requires a live internet connection at all times.
Where's the game box?
It's in the hallway.
It's too far.
It makes me think of with The Simpsons when Homer got real obese and he had the stick and he was trying to hit the keyboard for his job. You know what I'm talking about?
Where's my grabbing
Destiny game? Like, never mind. Yeah. So apparently, for Mike to play Destiny, he not only has to have a live internet connection, he has to have his hover round available to wheel out into the hallway to get his copies.
And his pushing stick.
Yeah.
I clean myself with a rag on a stick.
Me too. Actually.
Do they have an interactive wheelchair game?
Happy Wheels, I guess.
Oh, they do! What the? Is there a wheelchair in Happy Wheels?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite characters.
They thought of everything.
Mike, do you know what Happy Wheels is?
No. It's not by Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah. Zing! No, it's a stupid Flash game. Don't play it. Don't. Nah. You probably just already tuned me out now. As soon as I said computer.
It's like you played Q-Wop, right?
Yeah, Quap. Yeah.
Yeah, that game's awesome.
Yeah, that game pisses me the hell off.
I can't run properly. I can't do it.
You ever played Clop? That's the one with the horse. It's the same thing as Quap. That's a horse.
I gotta try that one.
Yeah, you'll swear. Mike's out. You'll swear so much.
Mike needs to pay his power bill.
So let's start a Patreon to pay his power bill.
Yes.
I need $35,000 for a video game house.
With an internet connection.
Yeah. It'll be my video game house.
Yeah.
The perks of giving me money will be you can see me in my house.
What you could do, Mike? You could sell all your video games.
Yeah, I can sell all my video games, or I could go to work and make just as much money as I would selling my video games with the hours of time it'll take to actually sell them.
Yeah, because it'd take too long, and by the time that you sell them, that retro gaming revival bubble will burst.
Nice.
Oh, that's true.
It will.
So
everyone sell your collections right away. If you want to make the maximum amount of cash, you should sell all your games.
Well, Mike Gardner wanted to know when we thought that would end. When do we think that bubble's going to burst? What do you think? If it will. I mean, Stu, you had a good point like beforehand with the.
Yeah, August 14th, 2018 is when the bubble will burst.
Did the aliens at the Ramada Inn tell you that?
They came by and told me that in August the bubble will burst. August 18th,
And then he took me back to his spaceship. I think it was his room.
It could have just been a room on the ship that made it look like a hotel room.
Yes. With bottles of Smirnoff.
I have a strong psychic feeling that it's going to end on January the 1st, 2016.
Yeah.
Well, January the 1st. You're getting a little closer, ain't you, pal?
Yeah, but what Chris was talking about is that I made a point on someone else's YouTube channel is that the bubble will not burst, or there's not said bubble unless you put value on your video games. If you put a monetary value on your video games, then it doesn't really matter if the bubble bursts or not. It's your shit. You paid for it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so I think that's the key there is that people are looking. So many people. There was a big shift over the last handful of years. There was this huge shift to it. Now it's a monetary thing.
Yeah.
Right? And I blame. Frankly, I blame. Well, I don't blame, but I sort of blame the pickup videos where I found this copy of
a mug.
This copy of Mug on a Bug of Panic Restaurant for 6 cents at my Goodwill, and it's worth $3 million. So you suck, and I'm a better gamer than you because I found such a great deal. You know, there's a lot of that happened. I mean, and the interesting thing is even the Game Chasers made a point to move away from doing that because they realized. I feel like they probably realized that that's what people were starting to do now. Like, oh wow, that's a $5,000 game.
It's kind of like a gift and a curse, though. You know what I mean? If it's that people are now knowledgeable about the games, then we wouldn't have discovered stuff that we haven't played, and it's also bad that everybody's starting to know about it and stuff like that. It just goes with the times. But the real cause that I blame with all this profiting and money is the internet. Because without the power of the internet, I could sell this game I saw on the internet was $40. It's that people are selling on the internet and doing all that stuff, and it causes the value also the people that are paying hundreds of dollars for these games like that, feed the beat.
The internet ruins everything. It creates unrealistic expectations for women that sex should last longer than a minute. I mean, everything is horrible because of the internet.
Just midget, tricycle, double D.
Speaking of midget on tricycle, Jeremy3EB pointed out that he believes that Adam Sandler starring in a movie about gaming is a signal for the bubble bursting.
Is he?
That's a good point. Yeah, he's doing that Pixels movie. Pixels.
The movie looks pretty cool, though, frankly. I think it looks pretty neat.
Wreck-It Ralph was good, right?
Wreck-It Ralph was good.
For all the people that are saying that's a sign of the bubble bursting, no, I think that we're about to hit its pinnacle because it's becoming mainstream now. It's becoming mainstream now. Pixels is coming out. It was on Storage Wars this week, that show that's completely real where they never ever fake anything, where they found the Nintendo lot in a locker, and then in a special bag with the rest of the really cheap $5 games, there was a bag with stadium events, Bonk's Adventure, Zombie Nation, what else was there? Snow Brothers. So pretty much the most expensive games for the system was in a separate bag in this box with the other crappy games in the old system. So, that's completely real.
Planted. It was planted.
There's no planting on that show. You see the one with the termite-infested couch, and then there's and there's a $100,000 painting from the Louvre in there as well. That's not planted. Not planted.
But you leave your paintings in storage? You guys don't do that? I got a
yeah, with my broken lawnmower and my termite-infested couch.
I keep my copy of the Mona Lisa leaned up against. You don't have a.
That's not how
Michelangelo's David.
It's not how my storage locker rolls. I'm sorry. But I don't think the bubbles. I think what's going to happen is the people, because there are people like this that drink lattes because they think other people don't drink lattes. Then when they see everybody start to drink lattes, they're like, that's passé. So I think we're at the point where it's becoming mainstream, very mainstream. And the people that are, I don't like using the term hipster, but hipsters will stop being interested now. They'll go away from it, and they'll really condone anybody that has games and thinks they're worth money or anything like that. This is the point where they're going to turn. And it's also a time where you're going to separate the people that are gamers and are just looking to jump in on trends.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, collecting can be a disease, too.
Oh, yeah, people get addicted to it.
Mm-hmm. It's like smoking crack. Or
I wouldn't know.
I don't think it's like smoking crack. I'm guessing that's a little bit more severe than buying a couple video games.
Okay, it's not like smoking crack.
A little bit worse.
As Chris scratches himself, it's much, much worse. You don't know
you
how
guys see all these bugs? You guys see the bugs? They're all over me, man.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know as far as I had a thought.
Well, I would rather have the retro bubble burst with physical media rather than a server die with all my digital shit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
sorry, you paid for it, but it's digital and it's no longer available. So where's my money? Yeah. You don't get it. Sorry, you rented it. That's how it works.
I will tell you, I hope the bubble does burst, because you know what? If the bubble bursts and people stop watching YouTube videos about this stuff, you know, so be it. Not as many people will watch, but really, I'm selfish, and the reason I have video games is not to have a YouTube channel about it. It's because I like buying and playing video games. I'd love for the bubble to burst so the games go back down in price. That'd be absolutely great to me. I would not care.
Yeah.
To be able to go back and buy like $5 games again? Yes. Burst it.
Days. Yeah. Burst away bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, but
I don't care. I don't care about the value of these. These are to play. Yeah. So burst, I don't care.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Gardner knows
too. If you don't put any money behind it, it doesn't fucking matter.
Nope.
Yeah.
Gardner knows too, though, from garage selling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he knows how it goes. But yeah, I mean, if it's interesting because you guys know that I am selling stuff, but I'm selling stuff because it's not because I'm trying to cash in. You know what I'm saying? It's not I'm like trying to ride the thing. I've got to I should do a video of where my collection is right now. My collection is in the baby's closet, stacked from the floor to the ceiling. Boxes and boxes and boxes of games.
Well, no, there's a reality what you're doing. You don't have room for it. Realistically, you need money more right now, so yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, and it's whatever.
You know what? I love my games, but at some point I might be in the same place. Like if I don't get $35,000 to buy my video game house, me and Lara decide to have a baby. I'm not going to have room for all this stuff. And what do I do with it? Do I put it in storage, or do I say, I should really sell that stuff now? Like I'll keep the stuff that I've had since I was a kid, but the stuff I bought, I'll probably sell that.
Yeah, and you pick the things that you like. There are a handful of stuff that
NES collection.
Yeah, all in one spot.
No. You got one too, Mike? Yeah.
Nice.
Full set. Oh yeah. By the way, there'll be no more NES Complete Collection Chronicle videos, guys.
It's just done. You're just gonna cycle through the list. Like I got this one and this one and this one. I'm gonna do the same thing with my emulator. Hold on. I'm just kidding.
You can't hold it up, Chris.
Hold on.
Stu, can you get not Stadium Evidence, Nintendo World Championships to work on your EverDrive?
Yeah, I believe I played it and I did not like it.
I can't get it to work on mine. The 2 copies I got don't work.
I can't.
There's a different borrowed. You can't borrow it from the internet.
Well, not the ones I've been able to find. So
yeah, and the version of Mr. Gimmick I found didn't work very well. There's very glitchy.
Huh. I'll check my database of borrowed games and I'll let you know.
Yeah, if you could send a couple over, that'd be great.
Okay.
I'll send you Hammer and Harry.
I'll send you. Wait, is that a dirty movie?
No, it's actually a really good PAL game.
I've got
it's when the dick goes in the vagina.
No, I've got the arcade version on my computer.
Of dick and vagina?
No, actually I do. I don't, but I got some. I got some questionable. I found some questionable MAME games out there.
Uh-oh.
I really want to do an arcade overview of some of those, but I feel like I would end up divorced.
You should do one of those. What is it? You know the porn stars release those like POV choose your adventure type videos. You should do an arcade overview of that. You click on the button, doggy style. Scissors, reverse scissors. Finish on her face.
God.
Wow.
So anyways, the graphics were excellent.
The story was compelling.
The story was compelling.
There's a very, very funny Stacey Valentine one that I'm pretty much sure everybody's seen where she finishes. Anyways, I'll offline. Let's stop talking about this, but I'll send it to you guys. It's hilarious.
God. Let's keep it PG, Mike. Let's keep it PG.
We're well past that. I need $35,000 for my video game house.
God.
What happened to us? we just got funny. That's what happened.
All right, reset. Reset.
Yeah, reset.
Focus.
Reset.
Yeah, sorry.
Reset.
Wow. Yeah, video games, they're great. Yeah, especially. Anyway, all right, so close your eyes and just imagine this. Classic RPG adventure game with most of your favorite classic villains that you regard and esteem. Ganon, Sephiroth, Dark Force. Insert your favorite one there.
I need you to go back a second. You can't say Sephiroth. You have to say Sephiroth. Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Sephiroth.
Did it. All right. What group of 4 characters would you use in a battle to fight in this RPG? It can be any video game characters you choose.
Did it say well-regarded villains only?
What?
Did it say villains only?
No. So this particular made-up imaginary game has basically every great villain there is in it.
Uh-huh.
What 4 characters do you choose to go through this game with?
Oh, come on. This is so easy.
For you.
Go ahead, Mike.
For everybody, this should be so easy. You choose Kid Icarus, Mega Man, Simon Belmont, and Game Boy.
We've seen this before.
Yeah. It's basically
Mega great.
It's basically the storyline to Captain and the Game Master. Come on.
I didn't think about it, but you're totally right.
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
and Kevin from Video Game Land.
Yeah. Kevin. Yeah.
I thought about actually seeing if I could do a new intro where I actually recreated that scene. It's above my pay grade. I can't figure out how to do it right.
Too much work.
It is a
You
lot.
can just rip your clothes and then make it up.
Well, what you can do is
just do it.
what you could do is you could just do like the Halloween episode, your Halloween intro. Just basically like paste your face over his face in the whole thing. Just rip it off, and instead of Kevin, whenever the mom yells, you just yell Michael. And,
Michael!
And like it'll be completely like, Michael. Like it'll be. I'll do it. It'll be just a completely different voice. It'll be perfect. Perfect. That's real YouTube there, man. That's real. That's real. You don't
Mike's new
any Go-Go's to do that.
Really?
Yeah. So
I don't know who I would pick at the moment. 4 people. I don't know. That's a big library to pick, man. That's just a lot of people. I don't know. I think Luigi will be one. Does Luigi count? Yeah, he was in Mario RPG. He'd be dope because he got the crazy legs.
Well, you could
Does it
choose
have to be
anybody.
an
It
RPG,
game. It could be anybody.
Oh.
Anybody for anything.
The question's way too wide open.
Yeah. Speaking
Tiny pie.
yeah. Yeah, I'd probably
If you could pick 4 characters to fight in an RPG, I guess I don't know. Go ahead, Chris.
I would probably choose, and this is just like just because I'd probably choose Kratos from the God of War games.
Mm-hmm.
And the one reason I think of that is because of all the stuff that levels up as he goes. You know the turning people to stone and all that stuff. That would be kind of useful, I feel like. Who else would I choose? Probably Alucard, just because I've been playing that game and that's like all I think about now.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, and the familiars, spoiler, I just got the sword familiar.
Nice.
That's cool, actually. I think I went the wrong way or something and ended up there, and I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna get that. So I did. That was cool. So that maybe him, and who else would be really good? Mega Man would be good because especially if you had Mega Man from every game, and he had all the powers from all the robot bosses. So that would be really handy because.
Well, actually, you know what would be even cooler? Is if instead of him having all the powers, you could do summons and summon the other boss to come in and use his power. Like you summon in Metal Man.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would work really good. And then maybe, who else could we use?
You could use, I don't know, you guys play Breath of Fire 1? The one for Super Nintendo?
I haven't played that one.
Yeah.
I guess the main character from that, because he can turn into a lot of dragons and shit. That would be dope.
That would be handy.
He's the main character from all the games.
Oh, okay.
Ryu.
Wait, a Japanese game with a character named Ryu?
I know,
Yeah.
it's
That
unreal.
never happens.
But it's a different Ryu in each game, but it's the same names. Like they cycle the names, so it's always Ryu. Nina is the girl, and then someone else. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've played, like 5-6 years since I played Breath of Fire 4 was the last one I played.
Yeah, 3 was pretty much the only one I played, and I love it dearly.
3's amazing.
3 was good. 3 was really good. So
I got that right before I decided to sell everything.
Really?
It sucks. Yeah, I bought it off of Gamer Emporium right before I decided to get it. When he sold everything, I bought it. What's that?
So you need to hop in that DeLorean.
Yeah, go back in time. He gave me a good deal though, so I can't complain. So.
Oh, you bought Breath of Fire 3?
Yeah, from him. But whenever Gamer Emporium sold off his stuff, I bought it off him. Yeah. And it was like literally like a month later I decided I was going to sell all my stuff. So
do you still have it?
Yeah, somewhere in my daughter's closet. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just play it, and if not, it's on like the PlayStation Network for your PlayStation 3 for like $6.
Oh, no, actually, I played it way back in the day. It was one of the PlayStation games I had. That was the reason I wanted. Like, I really wanted to get a lot of those games I had on my PlayStation originally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Resident Evil, Breath of Fire 3, Resident Evil 2, all the ones that I had, and that was one of the ones that just kept eluding me because it was always ridiculous. RPGs, man, they retain some value, man.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
Because you gotta read good to play them games.
You do.
I'm just glad I kept all my RPGs from that time.
Yeah,
didn't let them go.
In that era, the Sony PlayStation era, there's so many good ones.
I think the only one I really had a hard time getting was Xenogears because I never bought it on its original release, so I had to find a used copy, and I still paid like $40 for the used copy back then.
Wow, that was the first one I got back whenever I got, because I like the storyline of that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's so different, but it was cool, so I got that. But I can't think of a fourth character I would have. Kirby. Kirby might be good, actually, honestly. Because I mean, look, you can
throw Pyramid Head in there to fight Pyramid Head.
Yeah. Actually, Pyramid Head would be fun. He's one of those characters that's really, he's a cool character. Anyway, I don't know. Anything else, Stu? You think of anybody else you would throw in there?
I don't know. Let's just throw Tifa in there so I can see her rack.
Why not? Hey.
Fuck it. Fuck it. She's a good fighter.
It's got the skills.
I'm telling you right now, like when you see those FMV sequences, because you don't really see it till later in the game, the FMVs like right at the end of Tifa in like her little tank top, you're like, oh my god, look at those cannons. Like the game doesn't really do her justice. Those final FMVs, like she's basically the most unproportioned woman in the world. She has to have a back brace. She's gonna have to have surgery later in life. I mean, she must be constantly uncomfortable.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Hashtag Gamergate. I don't care. I don't.
Hashtag I don't care. All right.
Oh gosh, I don't.
So if that answered Gartner's questions, the question I want to ask Gartner is, when's your ass gonna put up a video, mofo?
Yep. Yeah. You kept teasing. Never gonna happen.
Gartner, it's okay. It's okay though. It's okay though.
Still got love for you. So
what's next?
Well, that's a good point. Do you guys find that a lot of people that, I think we talked about this a little bit before, but there seems to be a lot less of an interest for people to put up videos nowadays. Like most of the people I watched regularly back when I started, they're either not around or they just don't seem to have the time or not interested enough to put up videos anymore. Like we talked about Arcade Impossible a little bit earlier, NES Complex. You know, to people, maybe somewhat the trend is over too. Like we talked about the game value bubble bursting. Maybe the YouTube gaming idea is...
Don't say it, Mike! Don't say it!
I can say it.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's... I don't know. Me personally, I put it up when I want to. You know, I can put up a video at any time. It just depends if I feel like it or not. You know what I mean? And it's... Yeah. That's all it is. If you feel like putting up a video, you can. But there's some people that have to put up a video because people count on them to put up a video regularly. You know what I mean? And I'm lazy. I can't do it all the time. I'm sorry. I barely even have enough time to play my games versus make a video about it. So I'm sorry.
I think well, as that climate shifted, I mean, you can kind of relate it back to the value of games and stuff like that. I mean, you think about it. How many channels were pickups? That's all it was.
Only pickups, yeah.
All pick. I mean, yay, good job. But if that's all you do.
Yeah, well, one thing I wanted to mention is that there's a lot of people that are doing pickup videos, but they feel they have to do a pickup video in order to share something in their life or blog about something. But I know it's a majority of the gaming community that they have to show games and the experiences. But I just feel some people said, oh, well, I bought the Wii U. I got in a car accident. Then they go on from there, you know.
You see a person like getting open heart surgery. He's like, I got Super Mario Land on the Game Boy.
You know, sometimes you can just talk and then share something. You don't have to have something or buy something specifically to talk about something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that was kind of always my goal with Coffee Time was to talk about stuff other than games, but it's kind of, well, it's not always that, but sometimes, especially when I poll the audience and get people to suggest stuff, a lot of times it ends up being video game related that people want me to talk about if I do that. But
there's another interesting topic to go along with this too. Like you talked about the price of video games. People, and Stu talked earlier about it being kind of like a disease and an addiction. Well, people making pickup videos also then force them to go buy stuff, or else they didn't have anything to show. They didn't have anything to do a video on unless they went and found some things to buy.
Yeah. I remember when I first started doing YouTube, and I did pickup videos like a lot, and you know, the reason why I would usually edit a lot of stupid shit in there with my video, but I would like show random cords, wires, games here and there. I did it like every week, multiple times, and you know, back then it wasn't as saturated as it was, so I can say that. Yeah. But I find it now, it's that, you know, I don't necessarily want to do it because everybody's doing it, but you know, I still would like to share, but it's just I don't have that same type of video nostalgia I had about when I first started. You know,
video game nostalgia.
Yeah, video game nostalgia. But I'm not gonna down the people. I'm not gonna down the people that are new to YouTube and that they're just starting out. So I don't want to say, oh, you've only been doing this for a few months. I'm better than you. I don't want to be that guy. I just want them to enjoy what they're doing, and they'll figure it out. Once they figure it out, then you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You're right. Where it became almost a compulsion to buy just to have stuff. I mean, back when we had Grub going on, this was.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was
one thing he was talking about big time. Is that he would just he would buy games just to buy games so that he could make a video to show. And you go, why? Why do you do that? You know. It doesn't make sense. It's such a waste of money for one, and I mean that's ridiculous, and especially right now in the world, that's stupid. It is dumb to buy stuff just to buy stuff so that you have something to show somebody. Really? Does it matter that much?
But you know, shopping's a vice. Smoking crack could be a vice for people. And
could be.
You know, heroin. It's the hobby. That's the good and the bad.
It's my hobby. You know, my brother's an artist, and that's kind of his thing. But you know, smoke me some rocks. What? Yeah.
Why
so
not?
I mean, yeah, and it does, and it can become an addiction, and then you start yearning for that approval from people. You know, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
And pickup videos for a long time. Look, you know, pickup videos would almost guarantee you some new subscribers.
So
Almost
contest.
Depending on what you got.
Too.
Depending on what you got in your pickup video.
Yeah.
Like I just feel bad for the people that go out and spend like $600 on a game, then turn around and say, "I only got 80 views. This sucks." Like,
yeah, like really
work on that. Like, how much you spend $600 on a game? How many dollars per view is that? Like, why is that worth it? Like, what's that view gonna do for you? Like, it's like putting, you know, people have babies just to have something to put up on Facebook. I think sometimes.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
No, but it's true. There's
Yeah,
girls
you're
that
right.
like. There's girls that basically they get out of high school. They're like, you know what? I didn't really do anything with my life. Really don't have anything to post on Facebook. I'm gonna get pregnant.
Yeah. They should borrow some of my underwear.
Tiny pie.
I'm fertile. I'm a sexual tyrannosaurus.
I don't know about that.
It's true, Mike.
I don't think it is.
I'll send you a video later.
Oh my god.
I got some POV videos I'm gonna send you.
No, I'm seriously. I'm gonna send that to you guys later.
Thanks, man.
So what do you think, Chris? What would the 3 things be for, you know? What would 3 things that you could do to start out in the gaming YouTube that would get you quick views? Would you think?
What gets you quick views? Contest. Contest gets you quick views. Contest gets you quick views and quick subs. I mean, especially you think about it, like the 300 subscriber special. Look, I've done it. We've all done it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But the truth is that there's a lot of people that do those because they know by doing that they will crank out some subscribers and whatever else. But what happens is you just get guys that subscribe because the rules always are. You know, a lot of people do it. You got to be a subscriber. You got to make a comment. You got to share the video. Whatever you do to get my contest to get a copy of my copy.
You have to get Metal Jesus to call me at home.
Yeah. He's got to call me, and he's got to be wearing pink panties. But you know, you do that, and then you get people that roll in, and it's subscriber, and then you do the drawing, and then they disappear. You know, I mean, honestly, I finally broke 1,000 subscribers. Great, I'm happy. I was thrilled. It's something I always wanted, and I thank you people out there for doing that. I do appreciate it. But fact of the matter is, I really, at the heart, I really probably only have 100 true blue subscribers. Really, when you think about it, they've probably got 100 faithful people that come in and view on a regular basis.
It's weird. No matter how many people are subscribed to you, what you'll actually retain that will follow you and actually watch all your videos is probably around 15-20%, maybe. It depends. Yeah. You get other people that are special cases. I mean, like, you look at Cygnus Destroyer. He just hit 5,000 subscribers. All his videos get like 5,000 to 10,000 views. He's an interesting guy. He's very talented. He's enjoyable. So you know what? Kudos to him. But most regular YouTubers, you're only getting a return rate of about 10 to 20%.
Yeah.
And on your subscribers to views.
Soft Otaku brought up a good one. Boob thumbnails, and he's right. You put some titties on there. Yeah. I'm gonna click it. And I'll probably watch it 2 or 3 times to make sure I didn't miss something.
No, I don't click for that. I just assume that's clickbait, and I'll intentionally not watch it because of that.
Aww.
I'm serious.
You wait, next video.
Did you guys watch my PC Engine video?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I haven't been watching anything yet.
No, Mike's been
I gotta catch up.
Mike has been underground. I've released like 6,000 videos. I did 2 new Weekend Game Guy episodes.
Yeah, bullshit.
He did. He
did. But he didn't watch them, so I'm just gonna unlist them now because he don't even care.
Yeah, Chris, unlist them now.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah.
You can't even find them on my page now because I unlisted them. Too bad, Mike. You missed out. You can ask Soft Otaku. He saw them.
No, I'm hoping this weekend, if I can stay interested, I'm gonna sit down and try to watch some YouTube videos and catch up because there's stuff I want to watch.
Yeah. Well, make sure you watch my POV video. So.
You guys ever watch ASMR videos?
I don't know what that is.
What does it stand for? It's like audio something. I don't know.
I don't know. Audio send some crap. I don't know. A bunch of people whispering and clicking DVD cases.
It's like people talking like Bob Ross. Really? I mean,
I did watch that video. I know what you're talking about now. It's an ASRM whisper review or something like that. Weird.
I really like this game, and it's great. And if you wanted to, you could donate to my Patreon account.
Yes.
And help my buddy get a video game house.
I need a video game house.
You say milk my bunny?
Help my buddy.
Milk my bunny.
Milk my bunny.
I got nipples, Mike.
Wow.
See, Soft Otaku saw it. See what he said in the chat. I'm amazed YouTube let you keep those 2 videos up with all that nudity.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, Aaron's in there too, and he always takes off his shirt in his videos. So.
That's right, which makes me click his videos.
Aaron,
Retro Liberty.
Oh, cool.
He's that guy.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna start doing ASMR videos now. I think it's the next thing I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not, Mike?
I think you just answered your own question.
They should have a guy dress up as Batman and do ASMR videos. Yeah.
I have costumes. I'm not kidding. I've got a closet full of costumes I bought whenever.
You have a Batman
This sounds
costume?
really weird. Like whenever me and my wife went on my honeymoon, I picked up all these costumes. No, I actually, in all seriousness, whenever I started my YouTube channel and it was going to be Weekend Game Guy, I bought, I bought like 5 or 6 different costumes. In addition to the Captain America costume, I got a Cyclops costume, which is pretty nice costume.
You have a Cyclops costume?
Oh, he does. It was in my Halloween
like
video.
Scott Summers or a Cyclops?
Cyclops.
Like Scott Summers Cyclops, yeah, X-Men.
Yeah, don't you remember that was the first Halloween video we did together?
Yeah,
he actually got into the costume and shoot the laser bolt out of his eye.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. I was amazed when he sent it to me. I was like, holy shit, Chris, good job.
Yeah. Yeah, I thanks. But yeah.
Well, you're a Biclops right now.
I am I'm a quadriclops, really, with my glasses.
You're a bit of a scene stealer in those videos anyways. Like the first time you doing the aerobics to the TV.
It's true. I'm a master thespian. On the inside. Yeah, I bought all those costumes and I thought that's what I should do with them now since I'm not going to do Weekend Game Guy videos anymore. Since Mike hasn't watched the last 2, I'm just not going to do them anymore. I'm just going to keep I'm going to start wearing them to do Let's Plays. And I'm going to talk ASMR style during the whole Let's Play. So now I'm going to find this next familiar and turn into a bat.
You should do your weekend game guy long plays like that. Just you whispering into the microphone really creepily.
You get subs that way.
Yeah, maybe some unsubs. some sad faces.
What? I don't know. Things that would gain subs would be contests. Shoutouts? Is that a negative sub kind of thing? If you shout somebody out?
No, I don't think there's a lot of channels out there that do that really early. They're like, I'm gonna do some shoutouts, and they shout people out, and I don't think they understand the concept of shoutouts. Like, you don't just shout out people. You say, I'm gonna do a shoutout video. If you only got 3 people watching you, who are you shouting out here?
Those 3 people.
But let's take it back a little bit. Really, they even tell you this if you go through the YouTube Creator Academy. They ask you to reach out and try to contact larger content creators and see if they'll be willing to do videos with you to showcase yourself. So, I mean, if you can do things, what you do is you do these collaboration type videos, and you try to get on other people's channel to drive traffic to yours.
That's why I do the collaboration videos with you, Mike.
Well, I'm not driving any traffic to anywhere. I'm not a good example.
I know, I'm terrible. So, Stu, you want to do collabs with me?
I'm down. I want to do another cartoon if anybody wants to do a cartoon with me. But I don't want to draw. I don't want to draw it. I want to be the voice.
You want to be the voice?
I want to be the voice like Christina Aguilera.
Hit that button. I've never watched The Voice. I don't know.
You know what? Yeah, I got an idea of what we could do. We could do stop motion with voices.
It's a lot of work.
I know. It's a lot of work for Stu.
But see, the only way Stu would probably go for that is we stop motioned our own parts.
No, he's got to do the stop motion. I tried to do stop motion. It's terrible.
I'll do it at 1,000 subs. I'll do another stop motion. I'll do another animation at 1,000.
1,000 subs, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Totally doable.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not as big as you guys. You have like 1,000. You got like 10 Gs, both on the Gamester 81. I'm the little guy down here. Little guy.
Who is that little guy? What is that? Like a little Frankenstein?
Oh. It's a zombie. End them up too. The Walking Dead.
Nice.
I got this for when me and my wife went on a date. That arcade I showed you guys the pictures of.
Yeah, I saw that.
They had all these mini, like it was like a, I don't know what is it called, like a blind bag kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what you're getting. And I was holding there, and I was like trying to pick him. I was like, this feels heavy. He probably has a chainsaw, Leatherface. So I opened it up, and it turns out it's one of the rarest ones. Like there's like 4 rare ones, and there's the blood splattered one is one of the rare ones.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I love it. I want to get all of them. They've got like Chucky and Hannibal Lecter and Jason Voorhees. They got the Nintendo version of Jason Voorhees. And
oh yeah.
Yeah. So this
is there a female horror character? Not like The Grudge or any stupid.
Yeah,
like that.
If you want to go back early enough, it's oh geez, why is the name? Angela is her name, and I forget the name.
Joy.
Of the movie now. No,
Angela
it's Angela.
Jolie.
No, it's just Angela, and it's
So not Jolie, not Angela Jolie.
Stop talking. I'm actually leaving for this.
Not Angela Jolie.
Not
Angelica Jolie.
Sleepaway Camp.
No, well, there's Sleepaway Camp, but there's also, what was that movie where they go to this hell house?
Rumpelstiltskin.
You're not helping. But you know what I'm talking about. There's 3 of them, and they go to the hell house. They
Night of the Demons.
Night of the Demons, yeah. And that's Angela from that, too.
Yeah, Night of the Demons. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
The right mindset, it'll scare the shit out of you, but it's funny.
Night of the Demons 2 was really good. I just recently got that. That was the last I needed to complete the trilogy on DVD. And Ben Stiller's wife's actually in that one.
Is she?
Yeah.
Who's Ben Stiller's wife?
The Hey Dude chick.
The Hey Dude chick?
Yeah, Hey Dude, the Nickelodeon show about the ranch.
She was also one of the Brady kids in the remake, wasn't she?
Yeah, and she was also in she was the news reporter in Zoolander that's like following him.
Oh, that chick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She started out on, I don't know if it was either that movie or Hey Dude, the series about the ranch on Nickelodeon. Am I the only one that watched that? Because I was just
I
entering
didn't have a
puberty
TV.
and
I didn't
interest
have a
in
TV growing up.
kids.
I had to use crayons in a tree.
Oh. Okay. That explains everything.
No, but so there is. The only reason I asked because I was watching you play that one fighting game that one time, Chris, with all those horror people in it.
Yeah.
Was there a female player in that?
No, not in that. No, there wasn't. They had then they had some stuff in there I wouldn't have. I don't know that I would have stuck on that game, but I guess it makes sense for them to be there because it just seemed like it was just all the 80s, most of the 80s horror people. But they had Pumpkinhead in there, and I felt like I didn't see that fit because everybody else was seriously from a slasher film, and then there's Pumpkinhead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's more of a creature film.
Yeah. So I was like, well, what is that even doing here? But it was. So.
What do you guys think of the new Mortal Kombat that's going to come out? You guys all about that?
I'm going to probably waste a lot of money on it. I'm not gonna lie. I want the big one, the $90 one, but I don't have any equipment that will run that game because I want it on the computer.
Oh, there is a computer version?
Oh yeah, it's $90 for the big one.
That's too much. Is that with DLC or no DLC?
Yeah, it's basically $90 would get you everything, all the DLC, all the characters, everything rolled into one. So I mean. Yeah, but I'll wait till it hits the dollar menu because it will. It'll because you can buy a complete collection on Steam right now. I know, Mike. But you can buy it for like pennies on the dollar. Like you could seriously buy it for like $2 on Steam.
Here's the thing. I'm super excited about it. Like I'm watching videos every day. I can't wait to play this thing. But at the same time, I'm not going to buy it when it first comes out because fighting games now, you get burned so easily. Like, you buy a fighting game, and then 6 months later, it's the Super Ultra Edition.
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Ultra Super Street Fighter crap, but I shouldn't have bought it anyway because I don't really like that type of Street Fighter because it's, like, weird. It's not traditional. But,
yeah, and, like, that Mortal Kombat, there's going to be a bunch of downloadable content. Like, Jason's not going to come right away. He's probably going to be downloadable content. And I'd rather wait like a year if I have to get it for $19 with everything there, like you can do right now with Mortal Kombat Complete Collection.
Like the Game of the Year or the Essential Collection or all the DLC crap.
Yeah. And like certain games, like Last of Us, they're probably not going to release that unless there's a remastered edition on PlayStation 4. But with fighting games, they're going to re-release an edition with all the DLC added and all that stuff.
Yeah. Which is why, hold out.
Did you guys hear that they're going to remaster like some Call of Duties and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, like, I don't know, like the ones for the PS2, those Call of Duties, they're going to remaster those.
Like there's no point. Like whatever.
There's fans, but I don't know why. Well, whatever.
Honestly, there's people that put hundreds of thousands of hours into playing the multiplayer, and if you tell them these are remastered multiplayer maps to go back and play, they will shit bricks and go do it.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. There's so many other good shooters that are on. Like, you guys remember one I would love to see come out again, either like a remastered version, which would never happen because there's probably no market for this game. Do you guys remember Kill Switch? Like it was like a duck and cover, like one of the first ones that did the duck and cover thing.
Yeah.
And you get it was a third person kind of thing. That was cool. And Opie's in the house.
Opie's in the house.
And then we did. You guys ever play what was it called? Black? Did you guys play that one? The first person shooter?
I didn't play that one.
Oh, it was tough though, but it was good.
Why is it gotta be black?
It's because it's the name of the game, man.
They should.
I can't help it. That's just the way it was.
They should.
That's how it came. I swear.
That's what I had. No,
that wasn't actually It came out for Xbox and PS2. That game was like old school '80s mayhem, and that's why
it was hard too. Like I remember, like it was kind of merciless, but it was a good game.
You know what game they should remaster? The first Turok the Dinosaur Hunter and get all that really bad fog.
Hell yeah, you can do disco mode and big head mode in that one. Mm-hmm.
They need to re-release. I got nothing. I'm done.
Amagon.
They need to do HD re-release of Amagon. Third person like action adventure.
Isn't it weird that nowadays we wait for people to remaster things instead of like do new stuff? It's like
yeah, Nintendo.
I don't know.
I mean, Nintendo doesn't remaster stuff. Don't get me wrong, but there's they still hang on to those old IPs, I guess. But that's moneymaker, and there's some that I'll always play a Super Mario Brothers game. Yep. Shoot me, I probably will always play them because they're always good. But I would love for them to develop something new. I mean, frankly.
You know what? I'm the same person as you to say, like, it'd be cool if they did something new. They're releasing this new game called Splatoon, and I couldn't be more annoyed by it, to be honest. I look at this and I'm like, this looks terrible. Why are they wasting their time on this? Where's Star Fox? Where's Metroid?
Yeah, you got a point. Because I saw the ad for it and I was like, no.
So are you guys upset about the Zelda thing being pushed?
Yes and no.
There's two things. There's one thing is that they're upset that it didn't come out, but another thing is if they're gonna put it on a new console, it better be freaking good.
It better be beyond.
Well, that could be like years from now. So where was that demo at? What did they play that on? Was that just a CG demo or? That's what I wanted the Wii U for.
We've been through all this before. This has already happened. This happened back in the GameCube era, where people were upset with Wind Waker. They released this back when they still sent out VHS tapes. They released this VHS tape with these clips from this new GameCube Zelda we were gonna get, where he was a realistic character. And then right when it was about to come out, they were like, "Oh well, it's actually gonna be on the Wii U, but you can get a GameCube version." I think the exact same thing's gonna happen.
Yeah, I have a lot of guns.
You hear that? You hear that? ATF? Stu has got a lot of guns.
I do, and cocaine. My IP address is 90210.
I think I don't know. I'm not upset about the Zelda thing because I don't really care too much about the 3D Zelda games. I don't really care for them. I love the other ones. You know, I love
Phantom Hourglass.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
No one loves Phantom Hourglass.
Link's Awakening.
Yes, big time.
Yeah, I like that one.
I was gonna say they should redo that one, but I don't know. They could really fudge that up.
I like the original one. I like that one. I like Link to the Past. You know, I probably would like a Link Between Worlds.
That was really good. That was really good.
So, you know, I like those. I don't really dig the, you know, I put this, I post all these troll comments all the time about how Zelda sucks and how I hate it and how I hate. Truth is, I don't hate that. I had a friend message me right after I posted this troll comment about Zelda sucking, and I'm glad it's not coming out. The Netflix show isn't going to happen or whatever.
Is it not?
They've confirmed. Last I heard, they confirmed it was not actually happening. So that was last I heard. But
that's stupid and awesome at the same time.
But yeah, the guy wrote me. He's like, dude, you know, we've always been friends, and I didn't know you hated Zelda. What was like, dude, relax. It's a game, and I don't hate Zelda. I just don't care for the 3D ones. I like the old ones because I'm old. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So I'm not upset because one, I don't have a Wii U anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
To me. So,
yeah.
We're getting tired, aren't we? Are we sleepy? Mike is. Look at
Mike's
Mike.
power's out.
Yeah, Mike. Oh no. Well, it looks like, guys, Mike has lost power. No. No. I think we've beat enough horses tonight. Don't you guys think?
No. We can chill out if you want.
Yeah. Good time to wind it down. Well, let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight. I'm gonna say thank you guys for tuning in. The handful that did. I really do appreciate it. It was really awesome, you guys, to come and listen to us run our mouths. If you would, make sure you go check out the Facebook fan page. We do really funny things there. We don't really do funny stuff there. I post pictures of Ron Jeremy.
And pants.
Yeah. That's it. But no, you can actually we actually like tonight a significant portion of our topics came from posts on that fan page. So make sure you go over there, like that fan page on Facebook. So that
where's Dahmer anyway? His ass wasn't in the comments.
I know. He didn't even show up.
Where you at, Dahmer?
And he even posted on the wall like how excited he was, how he was going to be there.
He's probably playing Magic or something.
Yep, he's busy.
Magic cards.
Yeah. My grass of green gets your wizard of black. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Is that really how it is?
Yeah. Yeah. My angel of darkness faces your orc of wisdom. 2 power over the exponent.
I don't think it works that way. I don't think it does.
Stu just made me very happy.
You like math?
I love math. It's my thing.
I hate math. Math. Anyways, yeah, thanks everyone for watching and stopping by the podcast. Really appreciate it. And Mike's gonna close out from here.
It's all you, Mike.
I'm out. Goodbye.
Good night.